Please subscribe to our channel, and for latest update, click on the bell icon.
Beautiful picture of a waterfall. In the city, you don't see any waterfall. So you make a trip and find where there is a lovely waterfall. Your mommy and daddy will take you to see the waterfall falling from a high hill or a high mountain. It almost looks like milk. Yes? How does it look? It looks like milk. Where is the water coming from? Water is coming from the mountain. Water is coming from inside the rock. Water is coming out and falling out like a ribbon, falling out like milk, almost like milk. And then what do you feel when you look at the waterfall? You feel cool, you feel happy, and what does the sound do here? You will hear big sound as the water falls from the top to the bottom. And you feel very joyful, isn't it? And when it falls down, the water splashes with noise. Can we read the text? Can you see the waterfalls? Yes, I can see the waterfalls. Good. So you can see the waterfall. Now, let's go to another picture and see what you see. Look at the beautiful picture. What is this? The picture of a zoo. Let's read the text. Can you see the zoo? Yes, I can see the zoo. On a holiday, you request mommy and daddy, come on, I would like to see some animals at the zoo. And you ask daddy, can we go to the zoo? And daddy says, yes. Now, what do we see here? Picture of a zoo. What animals are these? They are zebras. No. Lion. No. What are they? Long neck. Giraffe. Very good. Giraffe. He has long neck, small head. What does the giraffe eat? He will eat the leaves from the tall trees. How many giraffes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 giraffes in the picture. What else? You see lots of trees in the zoo. What else you see here? The giraffes are in the cage. They cannot come out. But you can see them. Now, who is looking at the giraffes? People who visit the zoo. There's a family. Daddy, mommy, and children looking at the giraffes. Are the giraffes far away? No, the giraffes are very close. Can we read? Now, only giraffes you see at the zoo? What other animals can you see at the zoo? You can see all the wild, dangerous animals at the zoo. You can see zebras, rhinos, lion, tiger, monkeys, bears, and all kinds of animals. Porcupine. All the animals are put in different cages, and you can see at the zoo. Can we read the text? Can you see the zoo? Yes, I can see the zoo. After going to the zoo, how will you feel? Happy. Why? Because you saw many real animals. Good. Can we go to a next picture and see what you can see? Look at the beautiful picture of a desert. Dry desert. What is a desert? Desert is a place with only dry, hot sand. Wherever you look, you will find a sea of sand. You go to the sea, you see only water. You go to the desert, you only see sand, 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 sand. And what are these? When the wind blows, different shapes of sand you see. Shapes of sand, and what do you call them? Sand dunes. With the force of the wind, the sand makes pattern. What is this? This is the mark made by the camel. What animal is this? Camel. What do you call the animal? This is called camel, and camel is called the ship of the desert. Why? Because a ship goes in the sea, camel goes in the sea of sand. The leg of the camel is just correct for the hot sand. He can move on the hot sand. So this is a camel. This is the sea of sand, hot sand. All right, can we read the text? Can you see the desert? The hot desert. Yes, I can see the desert. Good. Let's take a new picture and see what you see. What do we see here? Beautiful picture of a lake. What is a lake? A lake is a place with water, but little water, surrounded by land. And here you have few hills, and here you have right around some plant growing around the lake. Now, what lives in the lake? In the lake, you will find fishes, fresh water fishes living in it. If the lake is big, then the boats go in the lake. You can have a boat ride on the lake. So you have your hills, huge hills, and here you see water, still water, and fishes living in it. Can we read the text? Can you see the lake? Yes, I can see the lake. What do you feel when you see the lake? You feel happy. It's blue, it's still, and it looks so calm. And you feel very happy. If you have not seen a lake, what will you tell your mommy? What will you tell your teacher? Let's go for a trip to look at a lake. Yes, let's read. Can you see the lake? Yes, I can see the lake. Good. Let's look at another picture and see what you can see. Look at the beautiful, lovely, shining river. What is this? This is the picture of a river. Now, river is not like the lake. The river will flow from one place to another. It goes flowing. Wherever there is a low land, it will flow through it, the water. The water keep moving in a river. Now, what lives in the river? Can you see a tiny duck here? Ducks and other birds, cranes, everyone comes to get some fish. You will find lot of fishes, big and small, living in the river and keep moving along the river. What do boys and girls do with the river? They come fishing on the river. If you have a boat, what can you do? You can go boating on the river. And what do you see? On either side, lovely greenery, lovely pictures. Now, if you have not seen a river, what do you tell Daddy? Daddy, come, let's make a trip to the riverside. Let's go boating on the river. Let's feel happy looking at the river. Let's fish by the riverside. Yes, you will also see ducks, frogs, and by the side, lots of birds. What a bird! They come trying to get fish. Can we read the text? Can you see the river? Yes, I can see the river. How does the river look? Beautiful. Let's go to another picture and see what you see. Look at that lovely bridge. What do you see here? A bridge going from one end of the river to the other end of the river. A very long bridge. What goes on the bridge? Buses, cars, any vehicle can go on the bridge from one side of the river to the other side. So you not only take a boat, but you can go on the bridge in your bus, in your car, or in the bike. It's a long, beautiful ride. Now, when you go on the top of the bridge, what do you see on either side? You see water. Water, lovely water. So you can see the water, you can see the boats pass by, you can see people fishing down. It's a beautiful sight. Yes? So if you have not seen a bridge over the river, ask Daddy, come, let's go on a trip to over the bridge in a river to look and see the beauty of the river and the beauty of the bridge. Can we read the text? Can you see the bridge? Yes, I can see the bridge. Can we look at another picture and see what you see? Here it is, a lovely green, cool forest. If you have not been to a forest, you must ask Daddy, come, let's take a trip to look at what the forests look like. What is a forest? A forest is a place with lots and lots of huge, tall, big trees. And how will it be inside the forest? Dark. Why? Because the leaves block the sunshine down. So if you have not been to a forest, you must make it. Now, on the trees, what do you see? You will see on the trees birds building their nest. Each tree will have some nest. Birds build them and they lay eggs and live there. Okay? Now, in the forest, there are all kinds of trees. There will be pine trees, mango trees, all kinds of trees, banyan trees, any tree that bears fruit, teak trees that give us wood, rose wood tree that give us wood. Now, can we read the text, children? Can you see the forest? Yes, I can see the forest. Now, what else you see in the forest? Not only the trees, but you will see wild animals. You cannot go deep into the forest because there are wild animals living there. Forest is a home of wild, dangerous animals. You can only go with the permission of a guide. Let's read the text again. Can you see the forest? Yes, I can see the forest. Let's take a new picture and see what you see. Look at the lovely island. What is an island? An island is a small land surrounded by water on all sides. If you look at some rivers, if you go to the riverside, you will find small patch of greenery, tiny houses, trees, and people living there. That's called an island. The people live in the island. What do? They take a boat when they have to go to the land. What do they catch in the water here? They get fish from the water. They do fishing. So what do they eat? They eat fish. They catch the fish. They eat the fish. And if they have extra, what they do? They put it in the boat and bring to the mainland and give it to people. So what is an island? Island is a small piece of land with water all around it, all four sides. Can we read the text? Can you see the island? Yes, I can see the island. Good.